I
God
that,
damn.
what was that cold open you had in mind?
Cold open. Last night I watched in succession the two Frozen movies, and I declare that Frozen 1 is still better because their songs are pretty rubbish in the second one. Anyway, I guess we can start now.
I mean, it shouldn't be a literal cool open. God damn.
Wait. Before we do anything, like first of all, it's not news that the first Frozen is way better than the second one. Second one's literally a cash in. That's
But you know, it is. They say they want to put more soul into it, but I don't feel the soul at all.
oh, you know where that soul went? That soul went to marketing. They definitely put more soul into the marketing.
Guys, can we just let it go?
Jangan, get off the phone. I'm leaving. We're going over to Kakuchopre, guys.
Oh my god.
Welcome to dia.log episode number 63. Recording for the week of July 23rd, 2020. I forgot what year it was.
It's that long.
Dude, 2020 has been going on for too long. It's been
2020
going
has been 20 years since 2020.
on.
Been 84 years.
Anyways, I am Wam. Hello. This is Meck.
Dosho!
This is Anan.
What up?
And this is Daniel.
Hello.
And this is our special guest, Awkward Silence. Yeah, now let's start the podcast.
Man, I guess.
Before we start with our first main topic, because we are going to talk about Ghost of Tsushima, I need to bring up something. I need to ask you guys a question. What the fuck is wrong with Tinder? Wait, no. I'm scratch that topic. I have another topic. Did we get a license for this podcast?
Yeah. No.
Ish.
Congratulations. Listening to this podcast is now a form of political protest. So we didn't get no stinking license. dia.log, number one unlicensed podcast.
Pirate radio.
Pirate
Yeah.
radio.
Pirate radio.
That's what we are. No cops gonna come get us because we don't even have an office for them to find.
The ultimate move.
Ultimate power. We're really living the pirate life, guys. We fly under no flag. But yeah, no. Okay, so I had a bit about Tinder. Yeah. Now I remember what the bit about Tinder was. Why the fuck are there people on Tinder who say they're just looking for friends? That doesn't make any sense to me. You're on a fucking dating app. This seems like a you problem if you're on Tinder looking for friends and complaining that everyone just wants to go out on dates and stuff.
Is there a friend version of Tinder?
There are the apps for that.
Yeah, it's called Meetup.
I was going to say Friendster, then I thought about it, maybe not.
Is Friendster still around? I gotta
Yeah,
know.
it died, I
You
think.
miss your window by 5 seconds.
Oh boy. Those were the days.
I gotta look it up. Friendster.com, living the game. Friendster is taking a break. They took a break and paused their services effective June 14th, 2015.
They're taking a 5-year-long break then.
Well, now obviously it's for COVID reasons. They have to extend it. They were just about to come back in 2020, and they're like, "Oh, COVID, we gotta go.
We gotta extend another year.
Time extended.
Time extended. They're in overtime now. Anyways, before this podcast goes into overtime, that was my grievance about Tinder. Thrown out there. Let's fucking talk about some Ghost of Tsushima.
Let's go.
Konnichiwa. We're here to talk about Ghost of Tsushima. So,
Hi.
if you notice, the idea to start doing our talks like this came from what would be to you was 2 episodes ago, where we tried to talk about Last of Us, and you may have noticed we were kind of a bit low energy on it because by then, those of us who played it had already been burnt out of it, and those of us who were reading the trash fire as it goes on were also just already kind of over it by then. So this way, you get to listen to us when we just played a game. However, for legal reasons, you can hear about it when we are legally about to talk about it.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Dozo.
Ghost of Tsushima. For you in the
Negashimasu.
audience, this is the part where you guess which one of us played it. It was Meck. Cha-chang.
I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm still depressed over Last of Us 2, so nah.
Someone is recovering from depression, so someone has to play it. Okay, so where do we begin with the last PS4 game published by Sony? How about we get the most obvious things out first? This is an open world game. It is structured like an open world game. And if you do not like those activities in open world games, it's not gonna change your mind that much about open world games. So that's a thing that you need to know first. So the second, are you interested in samurai and medieval Japan sort of setting? If you are keen about that, maybe this game will interest you. So
Okay.
Is this like? Can I have a question?
Okay,
first before we
yeah,
start?
I
Is
would-
this
I would love that you guys give me questions.
okay? Is this a game for full-on Japanese weeps? Not myself, because I am a terrible weep, tapi like those full-blown weeaboos yang suka katanas and all.
Okay, I classify myself as a lower level weeb, a dweeb, a relatively low level compared to you guys, and I thoroughly enjoyed all of the depiction of Japan in that sort of timeline in late 13th century, to be precise. This is when the Mongolians starting to invade Japan, and of course the most closest to mainland is the island of Tsushima. So they got the brunt of the attack. I like the setup. The setup is strong. It's kind of like the Last Samurai, because it is literally you march, or like all of the samurai in Tsushima march to the battlefield. Everyone got butchered. Everyone got massacred. Somehow Jin Sakai, or Sakai Jin in Japanese, he survived. And he lived on to fight another day. And over the time, he starts to evolve himself to become the legend that is the ghost. The Kurodo. Tsushima no Kurodo.
It's the Japanese translation.
Oh my god, he became the Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, so here's the thing.
deep.
I played the game wholly in Japanese. Here's the fun. I won't say fun. They're interesting. The interesting thing when you start the game is that you have 4 options of playing. You can go standard, where the subtitles is off and the voice is English. You can put subtitles on, or you can put up another notch and go Samurai Cinema, where audio is all in Japanese with subtitles on.
Ooh.
And last but not least, the last option, you can go full on Kurosawa mode, which is the black and white tint with a light film grain, and I think the audio is also a bit muffled, bit to replicate TV sounds at the time, something like to make it old timey.
Low bitrate audio, yeah.
The thing is, I'm not so with Kurosawa mode for one thing. Ghost of Tsushima looks very beautiful with colors. Like the whole bit about this area has a lot of colorful trees, or this area have all the cedar trees, I think. It has yellow leaves around, and all the particle effects of flying, and all the grass being moving with the wind. It looks majestic. Like all of the places that you can put a frame on it for photo mode, it's just picturesque all around. Tsushima is a beautiful island to just stop and wonder about. And it looks great in color. I don't think the grayscale does it justice. And maybe for gameplay reasons, I do recommend as well. But it is an option, you can do that. Sure. As far as the Japanese audio, I really dig it. Like for instance, for Jin, like in English it's just go like Jin Sakai. But in Japanese it go Sakai Jin. He has that gravitas in his voice. I mean,
Okay, so the Japanese voice actors are a little better than.
I mean,
They
English
are
is serviceable,
dedicated.
and they have their when they say like Japanese words, they say with Japanese accents. They don't go like when they say samurai, they say samurai, not samurai or something like that. They say it properly.
I'm just imagining
Samurai.
the samurai from Samurai Jack. I am the samurai.
How's that style? I mean, it's their language and they will pronounce it
Yeah,
properly.
exactly. I'm good.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, a question. Did they really, how often do they say the word samurai? Because as far as I know, the samurai word is not really oftenly said. They are more often say bushido.
yes, more like
Bushi.
like the way of the samurai is translated to
Yeah.
bushido,
Bushido.
and
And a bushi. Samurai is a bushi.
also bushi. Not as often. It's more like if you want to when you meet someone and because they know you are nobleman, so they go, oh, samurai sama.
Samurai sama. Okay.
Oh, samurai sama. They go like that. But usually when they talk about when you know that the translation is not a literal one. I see the subtitles goes different what they say. I know enough Japanese to know that is not the word they are saying.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, you
just
already
enough.
reached the level of verifying translation. Verify subtitles.
I can tell that that's not the exact word they are saying, but yeah, sure, because I heard a lot of tasukata, which can be translated to like thanks or save me or I owe you one. So the subtitles is localized lah basically, and I don't think that
Translator is localized.
and I don't think that it is as bad as people feared. But I could not comment about the text because most of the reactions about is the translation bad is because of the Japanese text in the game. I played only in English text. Japanese VO top notch.
Hell yeah.
I think they have like a proper seiyuu for that. Like Jin Sakai, the VO, the VA is he did Zoro for One Piece, who I think is also a Blade guy, so makes sense.
Yeah, he is. Okay, so game. Let's talk about game. Combat. What are we looking at? Because last I was told it was like Assassin's Creed 2.
It is, I would say, more Shadow of Mordor, which is derived from Assassin's Creed, but with some interesting observations that I found. For one thing,
More orcs.
the enemies do not wait in the conga line waiting for their turn to attack. This is not Arkham. So if you are in the middle of a combo, somebody will come to your back and try to stab you. That is more often than not the things that will happen.
Okay, so this is. Are you trying to tell me that you should not combo in this game?
It has short combos. You should not spend your time doing combos. So basically, the best option for combat, I would say, is to use your parries and dodges. Parries behave weirdly because I think like most character action games, a successful parry is when you press the button just before the attack lands. Right. But this one is at the start of the attack animation. So it's a bit earlier than you expect. What you need to do before when an attack lands is to dodge. Because you will get unlocks for perfect parries and perfect dodge. When you do it at the right time, you get a free hit. And a free combo maybe. combat is, as you expect, brutal and of part of samurai cinema, I guess. A lot of blood. Blood will be gushing about, and your character will get blood all over him. So yeah. The crazy thing about this game is about the exploration. Remember that remark when we saw the gameplay, the state of play? I said that if you're gonna make a game about going to point A to point B, you gotta try and make the journey interesting. As in, don't just do horseback. Horseback's boring. So what Ghost of Tsushima did is, here's one innovation. There's no towers.
Oh, bless.
You do if you there is like you do climb a certain, you can climb certain towers, but when you climb them, you won't get like, oh, open world opens, all the icons pop up. No. It will remain in fog of war. So what you do is you set a waypoint, any waypoint on the map, and that wind will blow, showing your direction. So this is the guiding wind, which is basically, if you play like games like The Crew 2 or The Division 2, you have like waypoints that show in universe, but those are like AR kind of arrows. But this is like, oh, this is just the wind blowing, but at a direction that you just have to follow. It encourages you to actually stare at the screen and stare at the beautiful environments that they have crafted, rather than like look at the lower left of the screen. There's no minimap as well, there's no compass. So basically you have the world to look at, and there are a lot of visual cues of, oh, this is some interesting thing that you need to that you can find over here. It takes a while to like get used to, because one of the visual cues is a golden bird that flies off. You will hear the bird go pew, not like an F1, but you know, a chirping bird, and then they just fly by. And if you follow them around, it will always guide you to a cool point of interest, either a side quest, or maybe a hidden collectible, or maybe a hot spring where Jin will undress and display his buttocks before soaking in hot water. Yes, you get to see Jin's butt.
Yeah. Onsen episode.
Yeah, they call it onsen.
Just trending reference.
They call it onsen in Japanese. I just remembered.
Yeah.
Oh,
Finally, we get the equality we deserve, and we
Yes.
all look at Sakai Jin's cheeks
Yeah.
in an onsen episode. Does someone try to sneak in on Sakai Jin?
I can confirm that you will at least see his buttocks more than 10 times. I can confirm.
Is there a point where Sakai Jin is chilling, and then he notices there's like a girl behind the rocks, and then he throws all the buckets at her?
Unfortunately, that is the extent of fan service for Ghost, but yeah, they did something. So on the point of collectibles, one of the best things about there's one cool collectible that can only happen with this setting, is that you go to a place, and then you get this majestic view, and then you just sit down, put down your katana, and you compose haiku.
Oh.
You create your own haiku. There are like 3 different choices for the 3 stanzas, and at least in English, all of them follow the 575 rule. I don't know, in Japanese it's a bit complicated, right? The ohms is something else, so I cannot say if that follow the rules, but I can say in English it is 575.
Oh.
And you can compose it for on your own. Like you have 3 choices for each. And then that haiku will be recited, and it will be the flavor text for a headband that you collect. You can wear. So if you wear that headband that you just got from the haiku, you will remember the 3 lines of haiku that you wrote. That's clever. That's cool to see.
Does it do the Samurai Showdown thing where the text appears on the screen?
There's no text appears on the screen, but there will be flashes of red. That's Samurai Showdown enough.
Yeah.
In combat, to be clear.
Oh boy.
How's the stealth combat?
Oh, okay. Here's the thing, because this game is kind of like Shadow of Mordor, aka Assassin's Creed, but the way they contextualize it in the story is interesting, because this is an era before an era before ninjas are a thing. This is where samurais have a high code of honor. They really hammer down this idea. Like, you getting flashbacks about don't fight like a coward, face your enemy head on. Stuff like that has been drilled down to Jin for a long time, basically, since childhood. But then circumstances happen, and, well, I mean, almost all of the samurai are dead. So he has to, well, bend the rule, I guess. And he start to develop stealth tactics. Stealth is, I would say, the toolkit is almost similar to most of the open world games with stealth. I mean, you have a bow, and you have a tool to, I would like to call it the Hitman coin, where you can lure enemies to specific locations.
Okay.
You have that.
Yeah.
Of course, you have the one-hit kill, assassination. But there are more tools that you unlock as you go. Like, and some of the tools can be used in direct combat as well. Like, you literally have a smoke bomb that you can just boom, bomb, and then sneak away. Run away.
Run away button.
Literally run away. Literally run away. And then you can like emergency situations, like quick throw a kunai or two, something like that. Also, when you go dirty, you gotta go dirty. You have multiple different bombs. Like black powder bombs. You just throw it down, boom. And sticky bombs as well. So yeah, there are multiple tools, and you are encouraged to use the tools, even though there are ammo limitations. But the places where you need to use this, as in the outposts, of course they have that. Plenty of ammo are laid around, so there should be no problem with that. And on that topic as well, a lot of there is crafting in the game, but when I saw it in the gameplay, it's like, oh boy, because I've played Horizon before. Horizon have a lot of crafting, but in Ghost is much more toned down. Like, you don't have to care about getting the items, but you will get them as you go. Essentially, if you just play, it's not like every minute on the horse you say, collectible. It's very sparse. It's very sparse. And also the way you buy like cosmetic stuff, like dyes, where you can change your color of your outfit. Those
are gonna say like the merchant who sells cosmetics like passes away, and I was like, what?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Yeah, that DYE die. That DYE. No, I cannot talk about any deaths. About that.
Calm down.
I have the impression that you need to collect white dyes for white color. No. It's just one currency. It's fine. It's just a currency, just one currency. So a lot of those stuff are very streamlined. You won't care about it. Okay, any other questions?
I have one. I have one. So since you said the combat is like more Shadow of Mordor, am I correct? Is there much of like a balance? Like, can you be good at the sword? You know, since you have studied the blade and all. Is there like a level up system, girl?
Okay, there is upgrade system, and all of them are linear upgrades. When you start with your katana, like in the prologue, the katana is very strong. Like 2 hits and the guy is dead. But then when you start the game proper, of course, well, you lost everything. So it will take a while to really get the kill, 4 hits, something like that. So you'll need to upgrade your stuff. And as I said again, the crafting stuff is not that it's not that complicated, as in you will just get the items, don't worry. Just play and you'll just get it, and you'll get enough of them to upgrade. But in terms of but on that note, I like the idea that when the game starts, you are very under-leveled. And there's no levels in the game, by the way. It's just there's basically little kinds of numbers that reminds you of an RPG. I would call this an open world action game rather than an RPG. But what I'm saying, when you are at the start of the game, you are underpowered basically, and there is motivation. There is a player motivation to actually use stealth tactics and use those cowardly items, the ghost weapons as they call it in game, to gain an advantage, because your katana is very weak at the start. But then you upgrade and then you upgrade stuff, and then by the end of the game, you are an overpowered monster as you would expect. And the best thing is, even the enemies would acknowledge that. They would just drop down, cower in fear, and just run away. Literally run away. Like, even the animations are bad. Like it's stupidly bad and funny in a way, but I like that they would run away cowering in fear because you were too strong. They acknowledge your power, and that's crude.
So this is like, it really does want to like evoke the timeline, right? So it's not like Sekiro, for example, with cyborg arms and
yeah. This is more, let's say, more authentic than compared to Neo and Sekiro, where there's a lot of mysticism, but not to say they are not legends that people talk about. Like, there are literally quests that starts with you listening to a tale by the musician, a grand tale about this mystical warrior or something, and then you go on a hunt, something like that. Ooh. But everything is, I would say, most of the grounded in reality. Some parts are a bit, they play around with something, but most of them are aesthetic rather than the story itself being supernatural.
There's no giant koi fish too.
No. But they evoke some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Makes for good set pieces. Also, about the combat, there's also 1-1 duel, where you literally cannot fight dirty. You only have your katana, and most of the time, if you will face another katana wielding enemy. So basically, it's a mirror move set. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
The Lady Maria fight.
Plenty of those. Ooh. And the way they use their health, I forgot. The health system is sort of Estus Flask, but less, but more forgiving.
Yeah. What happens when you die in this game?
It just respawns. Nothing happened. No penalty. No penalty at all.
Okay.
To the point that if you die in a random encounter, you respawn back at the same location, but the random encounter is gone. So no penalty at all. But
the Rockstar style.
Loading is quick as well. But the way the health works is like, it's sort of an Estus Flask because it's called Resolve. And what you do is, when you press down on the D-pad, Jin will just like pop his chest out like poop, poop, and then health goes up. And uses like one circle.
I fucking love that. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna shrug it off.
Yeah, basically that's the thing. He basically used his samurai willpower or something in the description said. And he gets
It's the evolution of Nathan Drake's luck.
Yeah, and if you can do it in like during attacks, and it will not use animation, so it's very friendly at that point. So you can, if you know when to heal, you can basically get away from the animation. That's cool. And also, it doubles as your special meter. Later on, you will unlock special abilities that use that resource as well.
So it's kind of similar to Sekiro in that way, lah.
I guess, yeah. Oh, even it has die twice. You can revive once. Well, I don't think you can just revive once, but as long as you have enough resolve, you can revive and continue the fight.
One of the abilities is a comeback on the spot.
Yeah, there is a comeback on the spot.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, I think we can conclude that. I'm gonna walk away and say that I enjoy Ghost of Tsushima without remorse. Like, I remember when we talked about this, I weirdly love that game, but I know I shouldn't.
Yeah.
For Ghost of Tsushima, I don't have that kind of guilt. I just say, oh, this is a good game. Yeah, I can totally recommend this.
You know what you sound like? you sound like the person who was in a shitty relationship that they defended and is now in a good relationship that they don't have to defend. You're just,
Yeah.
You're telling your friends like, you're not giving me that judgy look anymore. Like,
Yeah,
like, of course, this guy doesn't hate you.
yeah, I'm in a better state now. Thank God. No, but for real though, I think like even though with the caveats of this gonna be kind of similar to a lot of open world games that you've played before, I think from the samurai aesthetic that they've nailed, from my perspective, I don't know if what people in Japan says, we should pay attention to those guys. We need to see what they thought about this game.
I'm sure it'll be fine. If they got the Kurosawa estate involved, then,
I hope so. Also, the soundtrack is very good.
Kurosawa approved this game.
Yeah.
Like the samurai aesthetics there and the way they structured the open world to not feel like an Ubisoft formulaic open world, which is,
I love that.
oh my
That's
god,
great.
good, thank God. Like even Horizon did this scene though before. They made the tall neck thing. Oh, you like the open the towers, right? We made the towers moving, but now they just remove it, which is actually a great idea. I like it.
The better way.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, with those caveats, I think Ghost would be a strong game, and I would say that at least for me, I would vouch for this game to be talked about later in this year as well, alongside FF7R. It won't be FF7R, but it is there for now.
Yeah, as you know, when our annual games recap, totally nothing else that we have planned at the end of the year.
Maybe.
Okay, good to know. And this has been our review of Ghost of Tsushima. So we hope you enjoyed the podcast that you listened to before this, and we hope you enjoyed this segment, because we may do plenty more in the future. Ha ha ha! Good point. Awkward silence. Okay.
Oh boy.
So that was a totally live segment where we talk about Ghost of Tsushima. Totally live. We talked about that just now. We totally didn't make any dated references.
Yeah, a lot of things that we expect to hear about. Oh, it's already out. I guess no, maybe. That's fine. It's fine.
Here's the thing, right? We recorded that 2 weeks ago after our Last of Us kerfuffle. Like, I think this is a good way to move forward. I don't even remember what we talked about. I just remember a bit about haikus.
Okay, so for those who wanted some updates, version 1.2 patch.
Yeah.
So things that we talk about that have been have developed, the story that has been developed is one, the reception of Japanese players of Ghost of Tsushima is quite positive. Heck, it even got the full 40 marks on Famitsu.
Hell yeah.
Yep, people are okay with that depiction, so that's cool. And number two, apparently the haikus are terrible.
What a surprise.
Look, for someone who just thought about haikus in general, as in you just know basic poetry 101, I think that's serviceable. But when you put into the lens of an expert who has been in
someone who deals with haikus,
who knows exactly what to do, what a haiku is, of course it's gonna be terrible. Well, not a surprise, but fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
I love it on face value.
I am no haiku connoisseur, right? But it's always been my opinion, and this is again purely from my perspective of someone who sees a lot of pretentious people online. Haikus are the most pretentious form of poetry. Because you try so hard to get it into the 575, and then you're like, but you didn't really say anything. It's like, no, it's a haiku. It's beautiful. Shut up.
For me, the best haiku is pretentious as a joke.
Yeah. No, those are legitimately the best haikus.
Yeah.
Zero Quips is the best haiku, so I have low standards.
Ooh.
I mean, zero
Yeah.
for Borderlands. Yeah.
At first, I thought that was a YouTube channel all about haikus called
no,
Zero
no.
Quips.
No, I don't have that high of a standard for haiku, so that's cool to know.
We
Also,
should start a haiku YouTube channel. I'm sure there's a market for it somewhere.
oh boy, get ready for the
Haiku matters.
I commit this.
So yeah, that's Ghost of Tsushima. You didn't mention the air juggles, by the way. In I'll talk about it.
I don't find yeah, I couldn't pull it off. I don't expect it to be
The
that,
thing-
but some people can do combos because the game. One more
No,
thing.
but you don't do the air juggles. The air juggles do you. Did you not see all the videos of the guys being air juggled by Bowman?
No.
Oh my god! I will send you this clip. I'll keep talking while I look this up.
Yeah, okay. So for those, yeah, back to my point, the game is not combo based, which a lot of the movesets are very limited, and the one way that people are feeling like a deal breaker is that, oh, it's like DMC again, the bad DMC again. You use an angel weapon to attack with, to use it on angel. You use it devil for devil. So in Ghost of Tsushima, it's kind of like that. You use the shield stance for attacking the shield guys. Something like that. Which is kind of, I think, like after playing it kind of a bit sucks because one of the moves in those stances is basically a click, and
Oh,
It's-
that's to break the shield, is it?
no, it's actually to attack the spearman for one reason or other, and it's a very good move to actually just kick people out of high ledges. So you can do a Sparta kick essentially.
Nice. The clip's in the chat, by the way.
Dang. Got juggle.
Imagine singing that in ancient Japan. You getting air juggled to death.
This is why the Mongolians were so successful. Is they mastered styling. They learned how to do a motherfucking infinite.
I
Genghis
see.
Khan
I see.
with his infinite though.
Again,
Infinite jug. Wow.
again, Jin cannot combo. The Mongols do.
Yeah.
I mean,
One day.
yeah,
Because
okay.
They keep the rhythm up. They gotta keep the rhythm up. Notice how they had to shoot him in the air though. That shit don't work on the ground. I love when a new game comes out and we just get to talk about this shit. It's the best. Here's my positive review of Ghost of Tsushima as someone who hasn't even played the game. Thank you for having a drama-free game. I haven't once had to think about human rights violations or sex abuse the entire time I looked up Ghost of Tsushima, and I think that's lovely. Yes, awkward silence. That was very nice.
Is there a war crime though? Are there any war crimes?
In the game, probably. I don't
Oh,
fucking know.
of course.
Of course
Look,
it is.
the game starts with war crime.
It's a rhetoric.
The whole game is about war crimes from a Japanese perspective. Well, an idealist Japanese perspective.
A lot of good
Yeah.
games start with war crimes, though. Let's be real.
Which shouldn't be a problem.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Plus, the story is okay. Not too crazy. It's okay. It's worth the the journey.
Oh, so our podcast timing was really, really convenient this time. Because as you may recall, last episode, I had just gone back from the UK, like literally the day before, right? So today, I have officially ended my mandatory house arrest, whereby Johnny government said I was not allowed to go out
Oh,
to make sure I didn't have the COVIDs, right? Guess what I did for 2 weeks? Unable to leave the house.
sleep in? Think about life.
I mean, yes, I did. Actually, no, I didn't sleep in all that much. But I played some fucking video games. I played a lot of video games.
You play video games?
In a video game podcast, get out.
To be fair, though,
Not in my podcast.
some super fan will tell you how many times I've come on this podcast and said, "Guys, I didn't do shit these past 2 weeks. I haven't played any video games." But yeah, so some quick notes. First of all, I got to experience the. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember this, but when we went to cover Monster Hunter World when it was being shown at PSX, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember how fucking in love with that game I was?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. There's some dude at another publication who knows that too because I talked his ear off at lunch about it. Yeah. So I thought I'd never feel that way again. After 3 months of playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate and then coming back and playing Iceborne, I got the feeling again. I got to fall in love for the second time in a row.
Oh yeah, you were at the UK when it launched.
Yeah, I literally the day of my flight was the day Iceborne launched. So, what's this? First of all, like the new shit they added in Iceborne is fucking amazing. You can grapple onto monsters and like soften them up. You can slam them into walls now. Like you can grapple onto their face, point them at a wall, and then cause them to charge into the wall to knock themselves down. It's fucking beautiful. And the fact you do this by taking pickups off the floor is fucking amazing. Like the flow of combat is really, really good because it's like combo, pickup, grapple, wall slam, combo again. It's so good. It's so good, guys. I've finished the story mode. Raging Brachydios is one of the best boss fights I've ever fought. Because unlike the other monsters, at the end, when he gets to his last bit of health, he creates an arena around him that you can't leave.
Okay.
And you cannot capture this monster. You have to kill it.
Oh boy.
It's fucking amazing. And he gets this Dark Souls chorus on him when he does this thing. Also, the layered armor transmog system is really, really good. Way better than Generation Ultimate's one. So yeah, that's the Monster Hunter talk. What else did I play? Oh yeah, the Shooty Man game. That's what it is. I played 2 Shooty Man games, guys. I finally played Halo.
Nice.
I played Halo Reach. Guy, and I have something further to report. I got cyberbullied while playing Halo Reach.
God damn.
It's not a Halo experience unless you get cyberbullied. Them's
Yeah.
the rule.
Okay, so for like pretext for context here, I suck at shooters. Like I really suck at shooters. And then Doom came along, and I was decent at shooters because Doom was like rip and tear until it is done. But now I can't play normal shooters anymore because I don't like hiding behind cover anymore. I must rip and tear until it is done. And unfortunately, it is not done. And a lot of these games do not like it when you stay out of cover and you die. So I was playing some Reach multiplayer, and I kind of really like the matchmaking system, like the playlists that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went like 4 games in a row without getting any kills.
Wow, that's
Oh
sad.
boy!
That's fucking sad.
That's big cyberbully there.
No, this isn't the cyberbullying.
Oh, it's
It
not.
gets better.
Oh my god!
And then one match, I finally get a kill. And in the post-match screen, everyone in the chat goes, "Oh my god, Wamiril got a kill."
Oh my god.
And then someone was like, "I think this is his first kill all game." I didn't know how to open the chat, by the way, so I had to just watch all this unfold. And to be fair, there's one really nice guy who was like, "Hey guys, lay off," and then they were like, "No, like we're sincerely congratulating you on the fact that you pulled it off." And I'm like here, unable to speak, being like single tier. Next game, I again go back to my bad my bad kill streak of getting killed, and dude in my team sends me a message, please leave this game.
Okay.
So yeah, I got genuinely cyberbullied, guys. I'm finally a big boy. I got cyberbullied. And you know what? It felt okay. Also, Reach is... I don't regret only buying Reach in the Master Chief Collection, because I still think Reach is one of the better Halo games.
Okay.
So yeah. I've also been streaming the Reach campaign. I suck at that as well, because again, rip and tear. Game says no rip and tear.
In the only game which uses a med kit. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 1 and ODST also use medkits.
Yeah. The few Halo games that uses med kits.
Yeah, man. But these were all quick notes to get to the thing I really wanted to talk about, which is Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, which just came out yesterday.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully by the time this comes out, I finish my write-up on it. Guys, send me messages on Twitter so that I finish my fucking write-up on it. So first of all, it's a fucking gacha game.
The biggest oops there.
Like, of course it's a gacha game.
Okay, what's the gacha about? What do you get
It's
from
mobile
the gacha?
suits. You get new mobile suits in the gacha. And of course, like, just because you get one mobile suit doesn't mean it's the best version of that suit. They go up to 4 levels. There's improving stats.
Oh my god. This is a console game, right?
Yeah, it's a console game.
Console gacha game.
Console gacha
Here's the
game.
base version. Here's the 7 Swords version. Here's the Diver version. Whatever.
Yep. No, that's not... No, it's literally just like Goof Custom Level 1, Goof Custom Level 2, Goof Custom Level 3, Goof...
I see.
Yeah, but they also have some of those as well, because, like, goddamn, there are a lot of gyms. I fucking hate gyms. The gyms fucking suck a knob. And I keep getting them in the gacha, which only makes me madder. Here's the thing, though. If you take out the gacha, it's a really good 6v6 shooter. But here's the thing, though. Compared to... You know how shooters nowadays are like Twitch shooters, right? They're all really fast-paced. This is a slow shooter. Which is weird because, like, it's hard to describe. It's fast but not frantic, if that makes any sense. Because all your attacks have a really long recovery. And weapons have cooldown and shit. And it works really well because it feels like it's intended as part of the design that it does that. Because you get to do the coolest move that every mecha game needs, which is where you empty your magazine and then throw out your gun and then pull out your sword and charge in.
Nice.
That is how every engagement in that game works. And then it's like the melee combat goes with the For Honor system, if I remember correctly, For Honor's combat, because it's like you tap R2, you get one swing, you get a fast swing with relatively low recovery.
Okay.
Back R2 is an overhit that does a lot of damage but has a long recovery. Left or right R2 is a horizontal swing. And then I think you have an upswing as well. I can't remember because I never used the upswing.
Yeah. For Honor use tilt, I guess.
Yeah. So you have tilts on the melee, which is like fucking cool. And then on top of that, there's a parry system.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yes.
So at the cost of overheating your thrusters, you can parry an attack right before it hits you, and you will do like a huge counter attack that looks fucking sick. And they don't tell you about the parry attack unless you go into the optional tutorials, by the way. So my favorite thing, because the game's only been out one day, is seeing which people don't know about the parry system.
Get them to learn.
Get them to learn. They'll be like, "Oh, you're low on health. Come in for the melee." Nope. Nuh-uh.
Ooh, dirty. But system right.
There's a lot of stuff that's hidden in the tutorials. The other one is the catch-up mechanic. So all mobile suits in this game have a points cost, and certain game types will have points restrictions. And the points cost isn't just an upper limit, it's a lower limit as well. So, for example, most of the cool suits are at 350 points. So, at 350 points, you cannot use a 200-point suit. 200-point suit is like your standard Jim or Zaku. 350 is like... I use an Ifrit custom. Not Ifrit custom, sorry. Ifrit Nacht, which has a katana. Because listen, I like mono eyes, okay? And that's the only cool mono eye I have right now because I keep getting fucking gyms. Hey. Well, yeah, no, it's really, really fun. But here's the problem. I have run into a slight problem with this game. I hate multiplayer shooters.
Not surprised there.
Because I played around today. So you hold objectives to get points, right? And usually, like, in a balanced game, the score usually ends up like 6,000 to 5,000 or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I ended a match with the final score being 10,000 to 1,000.
Oof.
Because my dumbass teammates forgot to capture the objective right next to our base. In fact, they forgot to capture any objective and just went out to die.
The roles has been reversed. I see.
And by the end of the match, we were being spawn camped. All six of the guys on the other team had captured the objective next to our base so they could come back infinitely and just pelted us with fire as we spawned at our base. And every time we died, that's more points for them, which is how they got to 10k, while we barely broke 1.
Oh boy. But is that a rare instance or that's pretty much?
It happened to me 4 times today.
Okay.
I legit turned to my brother and I was like, I'm uninstalling this game now. Then I played one more match and I got MVP and my team won and I was like, this game's okay.
Yep.
You won.
Yeah, because I won. So it's only good when I win, you see. It also has like this cool rock, paper, scissors system where like there's support, general, and raid units. So raid units are good against support, supports are good against general, general's good against raid. And I really like raid units, which is a huge problem because usually a team composition consists mostly of generals. Because generals are like, you know, they're the soldier class, you know, good at everything a little bit. So that's a huge problem for me. I need teammates to distract the generals so that I can go in and kill the snipers. But guess where my teammates were? Nowhere. So yeah, but it's a really good game. If you can get over the gacha bit, like if you can derive some enjoyment despite the fact that the game clearly wants you to be gachaing for more suits, then it's not bad. It helps, I think, that I'm playing it so early, so the whales haven't appeared yet. Or maybe the matchmaking is just so good that I haven't found any whales. I did get my ass annihilated though. Like just before I came to this podcast, I was playing a game, and this one dude, because you have your little ranking next to your username, so his ranking was something I'd never seen before. Like it's that much higher than mine. and his suit 2-hit every single one of our mobile suits. So our entire team, like all 6 of us, tried to pin him down, and he like wiped the floor with all of us. And because of that, like the final score was, I think, like 12,000 to 11,000 or something like that. And that time I was just like, yeah, no, this one's not our fault. When you have like the fucking Gundam God of War descending on the field. But yeah, no, that's battle operation, man. It's a fun game. I honestly, if you guys are interested, like, tell me, then we can squad up. Then that's 2 less people I have to worry about not playing the objective and stuff.
Is it on PC or PS4?
PS4. PS4, man.
PS4.
Yeah. There's like, the more I think about it, there's a lot of like cool tech. Like there is cancelling in the game, by the way. For jumping and melee attacks, you can dodge cancel to get out of the recovery animation. And you can also, for shooting, you can crouch. You get a damage multiplier if you fire while crouching, and you get a second damage modifier if you snipe, because you have a snipe mode where you get the scope that comes up. So if you use snipe mode, you get another damage modifier, which is a really, really cool thing. Like, it feels like they designed a good combat first, and then they were like, we need to make money somehow.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder the game has gacha. It's free.
Oh yeah, I should have pointed out. Yeah, it's free.
Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, fine. I'm downloading it.
Hell yeah! Let me know. We can do some adventures. I should point out though, the game has like 2 modes, like space battles and ground battles, and they actually play kind of differently. Because space battles, you have to actually control your elevation and stuff, and you have inertia. So if you dash, you will not stop just because you let go of the throttle.
Okay. Good to
Like
know.
it's fucking cool, but all my favorite mobile suits are ground types, and it's way easier. Ground missions are way easier, so I just do ground missions all the time. I'm that dude in the Gundam anime who's going to die like halfway through. Like, I have a very intense arc, but I was never meant to be endgame. I'm Rambaral is what I'm saying. It's but yeah, that's the house arrest report. I did play one more game, but we will talk about that in the news section, because one of the games in our news story. But yeah, man, I suddenly had the realization while I was talking to my brother, and I was just like, dude, I'm playing a lot of video games, like a lot.
You know what? As you should.
As I should. I mean, what the fuck else was I gonna do? I was at home. Wasn't allowed to go out for 2 weeks. But yeah, Anan, tell me about your controller, Monogatari.
So yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Ubisoft giveaways some Watch Dogs 2 like a few days ago, I think. Yeah, a week ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be talking then.
Yeah.
Same as well.
So this is related to that. Okay. Because they give away the Watch Dogs 2 for free. For the past weekend, I downloaded and pretty much just straight up played it I already finished it in 20 hours.
Heck.
And by 20 hours, yeah. And by the end of it, my hand felt really sore. Okay, the reason. I have my controller here. Okay. I dropped it like 1 year ago. And the left bumper button, so L1, is has become soft. It's not broken. It's become soft.
Oh, I can see the problem now.
Okay. So instead of using my finger muscle, I use my lower arm muscle. Imagine doing that for 20 hours. Because Watch Dogs is a hacking-based game, and you use that button to hack.
L1
Right.
button is your friend, Watch Dogs. Oh boy.
And that specific button that's broken,
Sell one.
use for hack. Yeah, I tried to remap, but there's no remapping.
That's
There's
another
a
problem.
reconfigure. There's a
Yes.
reconfigure, but pretty much change the like. I want to change one button, but no, you want to change like 8 buttons. Nope.
You have only to use the pre-configured button layouts.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
I don't like.
Okay, it doesn't stop there. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't stop there. Okay, after I realized, okay, I already hurt my lower arm like for a couple days. I decided to, okay, can I fix this? Can I at least put something like to lessen the blow? Or okay, I opened it, and it turns out, wait, I'll put a picture here. Okay, I put in the chat. That specific switch. Okay, this is the shoulder button switch.
Yep.
Okay, you see the red circle there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that thing is out of alignment for 1 millimeter. I just need to push it into the housing 1 millimeter, click, and then it fixed like never dropped.
That's amazing.
Ah.
So I suffered for a year because of this thing.
Mm.
Unnecessary suffering.
On the plus side, though, you hacked your way back into fixing your controller.
Exactly. So I don't have to buy a new one. At least for
Yeah.
now.
That's the one that we bought like last year at Cyber DNA.
That thing is a piece of shit. That's not an original. But I know it's not original. But it's a piece of shit. Okay? It has the dead zone is too wide, and the analog stick like that position is not 0. It's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, so like it's rubbish. And the triggers are rubbish. Yeah, so it's I just give to my brother. He's play GTA. Whatever.
Oh, speaking of
$60,
GTA,
man.
no. Speaking of GTA and back controllers, I have a good story about back controllers.
Uh-huh.
Remember GTA San Andreas?
Yep.
Okay. Remember that one mission that you have to ride the not helicopter, RC plane?
No, yeah, the zero mission, yeah.
Yeah. That's it. The other zero.
The
Uh,
other
blasted.
zero mission, okay.
Yeah, so that mission, right? Where you have to, I think, shoot down vans, something like that. So here's the thing. Back then, my PS2 controllers are dead. And the only way we could get a new controller was that it was that Mad Cat's controller with translucent housing and stuff. And you know how Mad Cats are terrible? Yeah, you know how terrible it is? My left analog stick, I think the left side was broken. Totally not accepting input, so I can move forward, right, and down. Okay, that means that the plane mission is terrible. I couldn't fly my plane properly. So okay, I asked my dad about it, talk about it. Well, talk more like I need controller, Rosa, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Complete dignity. Yeah.
So we got another controller, also Mad Cat's one. You know
Of
what?
course.
Of course.
Of course. And you know what? It works until I face that mission again, and then the down the down button does not work. So now I cannot fly up. Somehow I managed to beat that mission using I think I switched one and the other between missions or something like that. Somehow I managed to. But goddamn Mad Cats, no wonder you died twice. But how can you not die permanently? Those controllers are horrible.
That sounds like a fun challenge. If we're bitching about controllers right now, so when I was in the UK, I bought this controller for my Switch that also works with PC. It is a Geotech wireless controller. Anyways, so Fun fact: the Switch uses the same buttons as the Xbox, but in different locations. And there's an A, B, X, Y button, right?
Yes.
So, with games that are compatible with the Xbox controller, it will read the inputs as A, B, X, Y, but in the wrong locations. Which, has caused some grief when I play Halo now, because the buttons are all different locations. I should point out, I was previously playing it on my DualShock, but I think my DualShock is starting to show its age, and there's some problems with the analog sticks. So yeah, thank God, like for Xrd, because I've been playing a lot of Guilty Gear as well. They let you rebind the individual buttons, so I fixed that, no problem. But yeah, more games need to let you rebind individual buttons on a controller, because having all my shit move around like this is not fun.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Anan, do you enjoy
Yeah.
Watch Dogs?
Yes. Very much. I mean, I enjoy the gameplay. Story-wise, it's okay, I guess. It's fun. It's not as edgy as the first one. It's okay.
So,
Not the best.
so
Yeah, but also I think this is a like common criticism that Ubisoft open world. It's rendered beautiful, but it feels so empty. Like just I rather play Yakuza non-stop than playing Watch Dogs.
yeah, once you see the same cogs churning in, yep, that's how it works.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think Watch Dogs 2 after like I got into Watch Dogs right after Ghost of Tsushima. I think Watch Dogs 2 is one of the better ones for open world games, just for the reason that like the map is open from the get-go is one thing. Also, apparently this game from 2016 also have no towers. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I
But-
didn't know that.
But you still can climb. You still need to climb to get data.
Yeah, you still have to climb towers, but the thing is, the platforming stuff is kind. At least it makes a bit more interesting because you have to figure out, where do I have to climb? Oh, I should grab that automated forklift and bring some objects up. And sometimes, a lot of the times, you know how I climb those towers? I climb it with using
Trucks.
like
Yes,
I
trucks.
just stole a truck somewhere and then lodge something. I don't think that is the intended solution, but I somehow jerry-rig into getting it done, which is I think that's fun.
I did that to like couple times. I cannot find any of the forklift or any forklifts. I just use truck, whatever.
I would say one more thing. What I love about Watch Dogs 2 is this is I think will lead to Daniel's point later on. But here's the thing about outposts. You know what? I hate clearing outposts too many times. In Watch Dogs 2, I can have it cleared by itself. You can just take it again.
Gang war.
So here's what happened. There's an outpost. I'm bored. I don't want to go and attack. So I hack one of the guys. So I call in another gang to say that, oh, this guy's the traitor. So boom, comes a car, does a bit of drive-by, comes out and tries to kill that guy. Thing is, that is in an outpost where all of the gang members are there. So naturally, everything is exploded. And I call another one in. And then call another one in. And then the cops come in and say, oh, this is a problem. We need to take care of it. The fighting keeps on. And then the fighting moves over to the next street over there. Not at the outpost that I need to clear. I've already got the things I wanted. And then cars keep piling on. Like 8 to 10 cars all on the street. And then one of the guys keep on throwing grenades. And it misses. And it hits cars. And then chains of explosion. And I'm just there back there dancing around, taking selfies.
Batu api, that's what you are.
And they keep calling, they almost all those guys are dead. Call in more cops. The cops are already killed most. Call in gangs to sit on the cops. And then, oh, the guys killed that cop. Okay, call more cops to say this is the cop killer, which is... Ooh. Yeah, that's how I play Watch Dogs 2, by not playing it.
To be fair though, at least they made that fun. The bad games are the ones where you can do that, but that's not all that much more fun either.
Yeah, at least for me, that thing that they allow us to do extends my enjoyment for at least 10 more hours. Because after that, I've bounced. I have my feel. I should just stop here. I don't care about the story enough. The story's fine, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you haven't played until the end, is it?
Nah, I haven't. Like,
You didn't reach the aliens.
Nah. I mean, the closest you had a rocket ship send your satellites. That's the best. That mission, yeah. I was like, yeah. I mean, the end is already predictable. Like, you get Dushan and Meck, whatever.
Story beats are so familiar and so... I mean, it's a lot of those things that are in trend back during those days. Oh yeah, that douchey guy who tries to buy a pill or something and deny everyone of using it. Oh, that guy, of course.
Yeah.
Very on period.
Very much a product of its time, huh?
You can tell it's from 2016 or early 2010s.
God damn. Thank you for reminding me Martin Shkreli exists.
Yeah,
Yes,
they parodied that guy.
It's alive.
But yeah, since we're on the Ubi love train,
We love it.
Why? Why we do keep doing this to ourselves?
We should be sponsored by Ubisoft, but nah, tak apa lah.
what?
I mean, I think it's intentional at this point. They're covering
Yeah.
up stuff.
Yeah,
Those stories are man.
very.
Oh man, I was just gonna segue into the Ghost Recon talk.
Okay, let's go to Ghost Recon.
But before we do this, just like, so we all agree, UB's execs cunts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw them all out.
All in
No,
favor?
no.
Aye.
I.
Hey,
Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Our silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get,
Also agree.
Yeah, our guest agrees as well. Okay, so Daniel, tell us about Ghost Recon Wildlands.
so I think like earlier in 2019, I've heard a certain Meck Kronos said that he doesn't like the Ghost Recon games because it is very, what do you say? Very Ubisoft-y? I think you said it
It is.
last year.
I couldn't remember the what I said, but the now edited edition is that's peak Ubisoft formula.
Yeah, the peak Ubisoft formula.
That's cookie cutter to the point. Still as a 13-year baguette. I know that's not how you say it, but I'm gonna say it like that.
The 13-year baguette. So, like last week at the time of recording, I bought. I just like thought very hardly and might as well buy a Ghost Recon game since I enjoyed playing it back in the PS2 days. What was the? Is it Future Soldier? That was the 2005 or 4 game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's gonna be older than that. Future Soldier is more recent.
Oh, she said, "Oh wow!"
Future Soldier is 2012.
20.
If
So
you're gonna
wow,
go
that
to the
old then.
PS2 games, I think it's the title are a bit generic. Something. Hold on.
Is it Advanced Warfighter? I think it's Advanced Warfighter.
Advanced Warfighter is more recent.
Advanced Warfighter sounds like a made-up name.
2006.
Yeah, it's 2006. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I've last played.
Oh, you
Advanced
played
Warfighter.
that.
2006.
I'm more old school. I played Island Thunder. I played Jungle Storm.
These are all not real game names. These are the kinds of things like TV dramas make fun of.
I mean,
Those are Ubisoft names, and it is.
that's Tom Clancy to everyone.
Yep. It's very generic. So I bought not say the latest one. The latest one I've heard from my friends who indulges in Ubisoft games and
No.
said Breakpoint is the worst.
No. No.
out of the bunch. Yeah, no. So I bought like the game of the year edition for Wildlands, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, who doesn't want to destabilize a war-torn country via Black Ops? No one?
That could be any game by now.
Destabilize and Southern American country by toppling its government one by one.
Even back then, that could be any game.
I mean, that
Yeah, back then could be
Yeah.
That could be any- we literally
I mean-
got another game about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And then we can go back to the Banana Republic War, 1960 whatever.
Shit, I'm starting to think, right? Americans only know two types of war: Banana Republic War and Middle Eastern War.
Yeah, that's the
And
modern
Vietnam.
warfare. Yeah, and Vietnam is
Oh, Vietnam,
old.
yeah.
it's too old.
No, Vietnam is their medieval fantasy.
Yeah, that's the medieval.
The Vietnam is the medieval fantasy. Banana Republic is their sci-fi, and Middle Eastern is their that's the generic one. Listen, America, you fucking suck. Get over it.
I mean, they did lost another war in the Twitch war.
Patient failure, guys. We get next time.
Oh my god! Sorry to derail, but can we talk about that? I want to talk about that. That's fucking beautiful.
Well, since we are talking American destabilization, what about we talk about the American,
They
the
couldn't
US Army?
destabilize Twitch, man.
The U.S. Army fucking sets up a Twitch. They have a gaming branch now because I guess
They want
yeah.
to recruit.
they
want to
assume
recruit.
they figured that like someone who can't even have the balls to take a no from a girl properly should be given a gun. I guess that's how American mentality works. But so they've been trying to recruit gamers for into the army, and people have been flooding their Discord channel talking about war crimes.
I love that people are doing speedruns on bans from the US Army eSport Twitch account. Any percentage?
Dude, I want to do that too. Honestly, I'm just too lazy. But
Planned by the US government.
yeah, exactly. Can you?
That's what is the government.
So that's so yeah. Then they had a fake Twitch giveaway. Like, goddamn, you're one of the most well-funded militaries in the world, and you're pulling fucking internet scams. That's kind of cringe, bro.
To the point that Twitch is banning that action.
Like, I mean, yeah, at least Twitch decided to do something this time. God, oh my god! Wait, did Twitch actually do anything to the U.S. Army account?
No,
I think they just give warning.
yeah, they just give warning and then they just the US Army just we won't return until 2021.
Can you imagine if they actually like suspended the U.S. Army Twitch account? Imagine being the U.S. Army, right? And like some perv on Twitch has been hurt less by Twitch than the U.S. Army.
Oh my god.
I mean, technically, the fact that nothing happened to the U.S. Army account means that Twitch treats the U.S. Army the same way they treat creepy sex perverts on Twitch. Ragging
also-
on people on armed forces is fun.
Yeah. Also because of the war crime discussion, they are banning people, but then some lawyers already complained saying that that's unconstitutional against their First
Yeah,
Amendment.
because they're a public office.
Because they're the US government.
Yeah, you can.
It's the same thing that like apparently Donald Trump can't block people on Twitter. So it's the same precedent. So yeah, it's hilarious. Like, listen, guys. I know serious things are happening in the world. Do you know how depressing this shit is? Finding out that the US Army is getting cyberbullied on Twitch is the best. It's like
Can't make this shit up.
listen, the meteor has broken the atmosphere. It's gonna make impact in like an hour. Like, and we've drawn a dick in the sand. That's what the situation is. Like, does it help? No. Is it funny because we're screwed? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. That's what we are now. We're just nervous laughing until the end of the world while we cyberbully the most overfunded military on the planet. That's where we're at in life right now. I'm sorry. What happened with the Ghost Recon?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a war crime but without the implication, well, you can just play Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's basically that.
Do
Yeah,
you have it
you-
fun solo or with friends?
Or solo with the AI friends.
Which apparently they just retroactively added to Breakpoint because,
People are boring without playing solo in an online-only video game. Big sad. I mean, the first 10 minutes already breaking the what's it called, the Geneva Convention punya rules. Like you cannot invade a country without any rhyme or reason. Yeah, they did that.
Again, you know, lots of games start with war crimes.
Banjo Kazooie.
Hey! Did you know Neopets violated the Geneva Convention?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Geneva Convention, follow the can you violate the Geneva Convention to the account.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I'm looking that up right now. Geneva Convention.
But it's at violate Geneva.
Yeah, but the name is, you can still type in the name. So you can violate the Sokovia Accords in Lego Marvel Superheroes. Oh, they even tell you which part of the Geneva Convention you're violating in these games. You can violate Part 2, Paragraph 62 of the Vienna Declaration and Program of Action, which prohibits enforced disappearances in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So, yeah. I guess that's is that it? Did you have anything else, Daniel?
Radio silence.
Oh boy. Let me just add one thing that bugs me about
War crimes?
Wildlands. Synonyms.
Ghost Recon Gangwarcrimes.
Bookmark that.
I played that. No.
Here's the thing. The one thing that bugs me about the game is that how lifeless or the taking outpost activity is, because that's the core gameplay that is centered around. And basically you do the same thing. You rush in or you send you survey the area and make sync shots. Boring. And then you get detected anyway. So what I saw was a glimpse of the fun thing about Wildlands, but it didn't deliver. Which is, well, you guess it, gang wars. You can get the police or something, or the local army to fight against the cartel or something, and then you just sit it out and watch it, but you cannot instigate it. And lo and behold, now that I discovered that, then year after that, they put that feature in Watch Dogs 2, which makes Watch Dogs 2 much more enjoyable for me.
Guys, I think from what I've learned, right? Two things that we enjoy: war crimes, gang wars. I think I've solved it. I think I've solved what the next game needs to have: gang war crimes.
Gang war crimes. Isn't that the next Watch Dogs then? Gang war crimes.
Is it? Yeah, it is gang.
Yep, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, he's doing war crimes and gang wars. Yeah, I guess I need to pre-order Legion.
No, specifically gang war crimes, violation of the Brooklyn Convention.
Can't wait to recruit Arsenal fans and be doing
Don't
war
sh-
crimes with them.
So what's a good example of a gang war crime? I would say don't shoot a homie while he's talking to his lady. That's a gang war crime.
yeah, that works.
No drive-bys when the kids are home.
That's a good.
Gang.
That is a good one, huh?
Gang law.
Ethical gang war. Do not violate the Homie Convention.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a. We need one more gang war crime. We can't have it at 2. What's a third gang war crime? Oh man, I'm trying to think, man. I regret not watching enough Pimp My Ride.
I'm not into the culture as much, so I have to be careful with saying some stuff. Just in case. I'm not
like
too.
don't steal your girl or something like that.
No, that's generic
common.
stuff. Yeah, this is no.
Respect mama.
Yeah.
Spec
Yeah,
Big
you
Mama.
shall never disrespect a homie's mama. That's like
That's
you
a
can
cardigan
have.
style.
The uttering of the words "your mama" can instigate a gang war. Careful.
Yeah.
Hashtag gang war crimes, man. Guess this is where we go on to the news.
Yes.
So, there's 2 types of news that happened. Either game people wanted was announced, or game that already exists when free to play. So, on the announcement side, we have a Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk? Yep.
Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
Which is apparently this is just Jet Set Radio.
Yep.
Spiritual success to Jet Set Radio.
Guys, remember we talked about Little League? Well, I talked about Little League.
Yeah.
About it's kind of like Smash, but you attack. The Smash Ball does damage, something like that. And Little League Blaze was basically them turning it into Exit by going cel shade graphics.
Yeah.
And they got the Jet Set Radio composer to compose a track. Well, this is the natural progression. They made a totally legally distinct, but kinda on that note, a kind of Jet Set Radio.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, in the blurbs, they confirm air dashes are there. So.
Oh yeah, we in boys.
Totally. They said the magic word, baby.
They said the magic word.
I'm glad these guys got blown up this time. Like, plenty of retweets for
Rephrase that.
Their tweet got blown up.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I
Yeah, because that was a gang war crime. We don't blow up people.
I mean, they do not do like literal bomb rush. Bombing here is like putting the graffitis. So as I've been told. So yeah, it is totally Jet Set Radio, but not really.
I like how we are so very obviously not street that we have to get all our street talk from third-party sources.
This is like how Metal Wolf Chaos is seen. It's American from a different lens. And it's kind of cool. I hope how we see it is kind of cool to you listeners.
I'll say that at the end of the podcast. Next announcement. This game based off of Persona was announced. Called Shin Megami Tensei 5.
A whole set of fans.
I know, that's the best part. Like, it's clearly just a ripoff of Persona. Like, I saw a thing that looked like Jack Frost in the trailer as well.
Right.
Yeah, well, SMT5 has half of a release date.
That's a good way to put it.
It's 2021. And we got a trailer though. Looks sick. I've heard things about the Mega 10 games. I will not be playing it. Unless Atlas wants to give us a code. In which case, I will gladly play it. But someone is going to have to listen to my bitching about it. Because from what I've heard, Mega 10 games are hard.
Oh yes. Well, I've seen, but I haven't touched it. Here's the thing. Like in the couple past months, I don't know if you guys got it, but I have seen my recommendations suddenly being cropped up with Shin Megami Tensei recommendations, like Shin Megami Tensei shitposts. And even a couple times, the original SMT5 trailer from 3 years ago got recommended. So I'm just waiting. This must be something happening, isn't it? And then lo and behold, when I see it happening, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I've been expecting this. I've been waiting for this.
And if you'd like to know how hard the Mega 10 games are, SMT3 Nocturne is coming to Switch. HD remake. Remaster. However, it is the Raido version, so it is not featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yep.
Sad.
Here's the worst part is, right, here's proof Atlas hates money, is people would have bought the game just for the meme.
They want that feature sticker.
Yeah, they would have bought it just to say, like, Dante. Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series. A remake of the original Fate Extra is coming, I guess. Fate Extra Record. It's an RPG based on Fate Extra. My favorite thing is how they announced it. Is they had Tosaka Rin's voice actor do a VTuber. So they had a live 2D model of Rin introduce the game. Listen, Fate does what it wants now.
Yes.
This has to be the most profitable hentai that's ever existed.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, this is the game that is
The most profitable shit posts ever.
Yeah. I'm glad because apparently, like, the Fate Extra games are really well loved, despite the fact that the anime is a piece of shit. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys, and I may play that one because it looks fine. It looks fine. So that's all the game announcements that we covered. Let's talk about the games that are now free to play. Fighting game Fancy Strike went free to play. For those of you who don't know what Fancy Strike is, it is a game that really wants to be Overwatch, but is also a fighting game. Here's the thing about Fantasy Strike, right? It's actually a really good fighting game. It's a really good entry point because there's no crouching in the game. There's no crouching and there's no dashing. And instead of health, you have 5 health pips. So each attack can do between 1 to 3 pips of damage. And so as a result, like, you know, you always know how many more hits you're gonna take. And like, as a fighting game, it is great. But a lot of the bells and whistles bug me with this game. Primarily its obsession with being Overwatch. The title screen looks identical to Overwatch. Complete with like the menus and everything. And every time you win a match, the character does this Overwatch style, you know, when you get to play the game screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Because it is a much smaller studio, the animations are not as cash money as Overwatch. So it's like,
Janky.
It's not so much janky, it's just not as polished.
Okay.
Like, again, it is really, really good. It's just, the reason Overwatch gets away with this is because there is cash money in this. And it feels like I'm shitting on the game, but That's literally my main complaint, which is a good thing because the fighting game part of it is really, really good. My main problem is that I've been playing a lot of Xrd, so the lack of options compared to Xrd feels really weird. Because, in Xrd, you get to do cross-ups, you get to do 50-50s and all that shit. Whereas here, you can't. I should point out, though, I played the online with some randos, and I have won every single one of my games except for one. So I would like to formally announce that I'm going to be the first pro Fantasy Strike player.
GMR.wam.
Yeah. GMR.wam.
We're gonna kick him a Metas Racing. GMR. No, don't question it. Put it everywhere. Even if we're gonna do war crimes, it's GMR.
So yeah, there's some cool characters in that game. YouTuber Jesse Cox is apparently one of the characters. He's a panda.
Oh, the rando one. I mean,
Yeah,
the
the
attack is basically RNG based.
Yeah, I'm playing a character who's totally not Relius Clover from BlazBlue. He's got a stand that he can attack with as well, but because the game is a lot simpler, he can't do disgusting Relius Clover bullshit. Instead, the stand can it will grab the opponent, and then if the grab does no damage, but you can combo off of it, which is kind of disappointing because I was hoping that I'd get a little bit more stupid shit to do. But whatever, he's got his non-stand moves are fucking amazing, and that's all that matters. But yeah, that's Fantasy Strike. I should point out though, important thing: the free-to-play version of the game does not have playing with your friends online
Or offline, isn't it? Both.
I haven't tried offline
Because I believe you cannot also do local versus, but you get access to online, ranked and casual, and training mode, and 1v1 offline with AI.
Okay, then yeah. Oof. Also, yeah, it's got the HOTS victory screen where you get your character level and your overall player level. But whatever, man. Whatever keeps this game alive, because I think it's a really good game and it deserves to stay. The other one is a game called Rocket League. I'm sure no one's heard of it.
Nah.
Epic Pete too much.
Ronaldinho soccer. No, apparently I've discovered that Rocket League, the genre of Rocket League, the game, is called soccer.
Oh,
As in soccer car.
soccer car.
I keep calling it like sports ball but with cars, because apparently there's also like basketball mode. But soccer is actually good.
Do you remember one of the first episodes of dia.log? I made a joke about how I want a racing game that's also basketball, and then at the end of the lap, you can only shoot the ball at the end of the lap.
Yeah,
I just
make
thought
a then.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that is super rocket powered battle cars or whatever it is.
We're still waiting for Mika's agent to get back to us. Come on, Bjorn. Do the right thing. You want to bankroll this game. Bueno, soccer.
I mean, we have a soccer service here.
What about soccer? No.
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 Anyways, that's the news. That's the news for this week. With that, the thing I wanted to bring up, yeah, Kizuna Ice playing No Straight Roads. What the fuck? Fuck One House Mirror.
Is playing a game about EDM versus rock. Okay.
Where's our early access to the game One House Mirror?
Yeah.
I thought we were special.
The Epic Game Store trailer, the demo. That's your early access.
It's
early
not the
access.
same.
It's not the same. We wanna fight the little kid with the mom and the piano.
Want to fight the
DK
Oh, I
Barat.
played that demo.
DK Barat guy.
Here's the thing, right? That's still the best boss in the entire game, just by design.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're saying nice things about your game, One House Mirror. Give us a code. Hey, One House Mirror. Wink, wink, nudge. No, not even subtlety. Just this is us formally requesting a code right now. We're just a games review site looking at a games developer, asking you, can we have a code, please?
Yeah.
Can we have multiple codes so that we can all talk about the game when it comes out? Oh. Guys, I think this podcast has gone slightly off the rails.
Yeah.
Which means, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there's no way gang war crimes aren't somehow being involved in this week's.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can. That's the only thing I can remember of this podcast is the amount of times we've said the word war crime and cyberbully. That's
Cyberbully war.
Yeah, it's a good thing we haven't even touched Mio Honda doing war crimes.
you can throw that in. We've got it. Oh
Yeah,
man.
thumbnails.
Let's see. We have Style Beast Mongolians. We have terrible haikus. I'm just thinking of all the good shit from this episode. We have
Major shout out to our very nice guest.
major shout out to the awkward silence, yeah. And we have war crimes. That's and just anyone else want to add anything? Awkward silence. How about you?
Nah, that's it.
No, not you. Awkward silence.
I see.
Nothing? Okay.
We should probably throw in some Bomb Rush Cyberpunk on the thumbnail. Get those nice clicks in. Make it sound like we had anything to say about the game other than it's cool and we want it. But yeah, this has been social links. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you can follow my art account at Whammerl Art. My main account has too many followers already. Like too many people who get mad at me whenever I like anime porn. So follow my art account instead.
You have the Joey problem here.
Horny on the main.
The anime man problem.
Yeah, no, my friend and I specifically call it the Sonic Fox problem. Meck, where can people find you?
I have been Amirul Mekronos Ashraf Meckronos. As you may have noticed, there is a review of Ghost of Tsushima on GamerMatters.com, and there are more featured writing coming soon. So check out GamerMatters.com for more.
Oh yeah, if I get off my ass, there should be a write up on Gundam Battle Operation as well, where you can read my suffering through this game because of my love of Gundam. Anan?
I don't know. My Twitter link in description. Down there.
Okay.
For you.
Yeah, sub to his OnlyFans too. He got a license to post OnlyFans videos.
Yeah.
Send me your best dark jokes.
Dark jokes, okay.
Daniel?
What? Dark jokes.
Dark. Yeah, I don't know. Dark will be fine though.
Dark.
Quack, quack.
And I've been Daniel. not your host of Gamer Matters podcast. You can follow me on my second account, Nurakimi at Nurakimi, because I am bot promoting my first account, and then there will be a write up on this racing game called F1 2020 coming soon.
A small indie racing game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a small indie racing game by a small team in
Yeah.
Birmingham.
It's not even 100 ringgit. Like very cheap.
I heard it's like a rip-off of Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they made it Mario Kart realistic for some reason.
Oh man, I hate when people do that. First you rip off a game, then you try to make it all realistic and shit. Ugh, I hate it. Anyways, this has been the podcast. Get the fuck out and tip your waitress. And don't commit war crimes.
Don't instigate game wars. Unless it's a video game.
Hey.